The moment Daniel stepped into the softly lit cafe, he felt that familiar mix of nerves and hope tighten in his chest. Blind dates were not his thing, not after everything he'd been through, but tonight felt different. Maybe it was the quiet music, or maybe it was the thought that this could finally be a new beginning. Before you settle in, if you believe in second chances, quiet strength, and stories that stay with you long after the screen fades to black, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because this story will change the way you see love, family, and courage. Daniel adjusted his jacket, took a breath, and looked around for the woman he'd been texting for weeks. And that's when his heart nearly stopped. Sitting at a table across the cafe, laughing softly as she stirred a hot chocolate, was his daughter, Lily. For a split second, his mind refused to accept what his eyes were seeing. Lily was supposed to be at home, finishing homework and watching her favorite animated show. She was only 12. She wasn't supposed to be here, in a cafe known for awkward first meetings and hopeful strangers. Daniel's instinct as a father kicked in instantly. Fear, confusion, and protectiveness crashed into him all at once. He started walking toward her, his steps heavy, his thoughts racing. Had something happened? Was she in trouble? Had she followed him? Or worse, had someone lied to her? Lily looked up and froze when she saw him. Her smile faded, replaced by a look Daniel couldn't quite place. It wasn't guilt. It wasn't fear. It was determination. Calm, steady, and far too mature for her age. "Dad," she said softly, standing up. People around them glanced over, sensing the tension. "You weren't supposed to see me yet." Daniel swallowed hard. "Lily, what are you doing here?" His voice trembled despite his effort to sound calm. "You should be at home." "Are you okay?" She nodded quickly. "I'm okay. I promise. Please, just sit. I need to talk to you." Something in her voice made him listen. Reluctantly, he pulled out a chair and sat across from her, his heart pounding harder with every second. Lily took a deep breath. "Dad, I know you're here for a blind date. I also know you almost didn't come." Daniel's eyes widened. "How do you? I read your messages," she said, lowering her gaze. "I wasn't trying to spy. I worry about you." Her words landed heavier than any accusation ever could. Daniel leaned back, memories flooding in. It had been 5 years since Lily's mother passed away. 5 years of packed lunches, bedtime stories, school meetings, and quiet nights where the house felt too big and too empty. He had poured every piece of himself into being both parents, leaving no room for his own loneliness. He thought he'd hidden it well. "I see how tired you are," Lily continued. "I see how you smile for me, even when you think I'm not looking. And I hear you at night, when you think I'm asleep." Daniel's eyes burned. He had no idea his grief had been so visible. "I didn't come here to embarrass you," she said quickly. "I came because I was scared." "Scared of what?" he asked quietly. "That you'll give up," she said. "That you'll decide you don't deserve happiness because mom's gone. And that one day, I'll leave for college or my own life, and you'll be alone." Her voice cracked at the last word. "I don't want that for you, Dad." Daniel reached across the table and held her hands. They were small, warm, and steady. "Lily, my job is to take care of you," he said. "Not the other way around." She smiled sadly. "Maybe sometimes we take care of each other." Silence settled between them, heavy but honest. Then Lily looked him straight in the eyes and said the words he would never forget. "Dad, you deserve to be loved again. And I want you to know, whoever you're meeting tonight, I hope she's kind to you. Because I already know you're kind to everyone else." Tears slipped down Daniel's cheeks before he could stop them. In that moment, he realized something profound. His daughter wasn't just a child anymore. She was his mirror, reflecting the love he had given her back at him with wisdom and courage. Just then, a woman approached the table hesitantly. She looked between Daniel and Lily, clearly confused. "Hi," she said gently. "I'm Emma." Daniel stood up quickly. "I'm so sorry," he said. "This is my daughter, Lily. There's a lot going on." Emma smiled, not awkwardly, not annoyed, but with warmth. "Hi, Lily," she said. "Your dad talks about you all the time." Lily's eyes lit up. "He does." Emma nodded. "Every message, every call. It's one of the reasons I wanted to meet him." Lily looked at her father, then back at Emma. "Then I think he'd pick the right person," she said softly. She stood up, grabbed her jacket, and hugged Daniel tightly. I'll be at home. Please don't rush because of me. She paused, then added with a small grin, and Dad, don't be afraid. As Lily walked out of the cafe, Daniel felt something shift inside him. The weight he'd been carrying for years suddenly felt lighter. He sat back down, still emotional, still shaken. Emma waited patiently. You've raised an incredible daughter, she said. Daniel nodded. She saved me tonight, he replied honestly.